In this video, we will learn how we can create a modifiers, how we can assign it a modifier into a menu item. Basically, modifiers are the add-ons or the extra or the choices which you give to your customers to select any of the options from multiple options. So now we will see how we can create the uh, modifier. So for creating the modifier, we just have to go to the inventory management module. Under the inventory management module, we have the option called the modifiers. So for the modifiers, you can create the modifier single, or you can create a group for the modifier. And under that group, you can define all the related modifiers. So now we will create a modifier group called the type of milk. So for creating the modifier group, you just have to click on the add group button. Then you have to define the name. Once you have added the name, just click on OK. So now our modifier group have been added. Any empty group will not be displayed until and unless it have any items inside it. So for now, we are going to click on add button to create a modifier inside the type of milk option. So now I'll create a modifier with zero price. There will be no additional price for this milk, so I'll keep it full fat milk. I'll select the current parent group, which is type of milk, and I'll keep the price as zero so that it can be an optional with no price. Click yes if there is no recipe. Now you see that we have the category called the type of milk is available here, and that category have the full fat milk. We can create one more, which have the price. So I'm creating a milk, almond milk, under the parent group type of milk, and the price of this milk is 680. I'll click save and close. I'll click yes. Now, how we can assign this type of milk category to any particular menu item. For assigning it to the menu item, we have to open the menu. And for opening the menu, we have to go to the items module. Under the items module, we have the double espresso coffee. We will open it. And now on the main properties, you see a right section. On the right section, you see modifiers. Click on add. From this section, you can either select single modifiers, or you can select the entire group. For selecting the entire group, you have to click on the add group modifier, and then you can select the group and click on add. Now, for the type of milk, you see the options called the minimum, default, max. So if you want your modifiers to be act as the required, like without selecting it, the customer cannot go ahead with the selection of the item, then you have to mark it as the required uh, modifier. So now you see once I click on the required modifier, then the minimum and the maximum value of this is 1. You can change the minimum and maximum value from 1 to n, and same with the max to 1 to n numbers. Like that, whatever the choice is, whatever the maximum numbers or the minimum numbers you want to give this modifier to the customer, you can do it from here. If we will keep the required checkbox unticked, then it is an option for the customer. If they want to choose it, they can. If they don't want, they can skip it. But once we click on the required option, then the customer have to select at least one of the milk. This is how we define the modifiers inside an item. And once you have added all the modifiers, you can click on save and close. And our modifier is added inside the system.